Yes, today.
Today is just like any other day.
So that's what we can expect.
That's what he do.
That's what he do.
He not new to this. He's true. 2, 1. Come on, let's do it. Woo! Yeah!
Bro, nobody knows. I had 3 surgeries, bro. My mom came for a little bit, and then she had to go back because I got brothers and sisters. And Leona stayed with me for those 3 months. I was supposed to be back in a month. She stayed with me for 3 months.
Did Travis Hunter's own mom just drop a warning shot about his wife ruining his entire NFL career? That's exactly what people are buzzing about after Ferrante Edmonds, the same mom who's been riding for Travis since day one, allegedly told him on FaceTime, "She hates you." And let's be real, this ain't some random family gossip. This is coming straight from the woman who literally put her life on hold so Travis could chase football. This is the mom who packed up and moved with him for high school ball, who made sure his NIL money in college didn't get wasted, and who sacrificed everything to make sure her son made it to the league. So when she says something this heavy about his marriage, fans aren't brushing it off as drama. They're seeing flashing red lights all over the place. But instead of hearing her out, Travis clapped back hard, defending Lanny and basically telling his mom to fall back. That one move right there had the internet heated, because the moment you pick your wife over your mom before your first NFL season even kicks off, people start whispering about who's really calling the shots in your life, and that's where the FaceTime blow-up comes in. But before we dive into that, you gotta see how the whole divorce talk even caught fire online in the first place. It started with rumors flying that Lanny had already filed divorce papers and was aiming for a $40 million payday. That wild number alone had people convinced it was true. The rumors spread like wildfire, and so much that even Snopes had to fact-check it. And they found nothing. No court filings, no legal paperwork, no receipts at all. But once the internet saw $40 million, it stuck like glue, and TikTok detectives ran with it as if it was fact.
$40 million divorce, Mr. Hunter. 40 million. Y'all ain't been married over a motherfucking year. I told y'all that girl was gonna take that man money. And then y'all got so much controversy in saying, oh, he put his hands on her. And you know, in the NFL, they got these new rules about domestic violence and et cetera, et cetera. I could promise you to God that girl antagonized that man for so much, did so much to him to make him finally snap. That baby, you could tell he just the sweetest little soul.
Then came Lanny's own TikTok that threw gas on the fire. She posted a video crying after stepping out the shower with a sermon playing in the background. In her caption, she tried to explain it was about her personal struggles and how her faith had helped her grow. But trolls weren't buying it. They twisted it instantly, claiming those tears were about Travis and their marriage crumbling behind the scenes. That single video flipped everything upside down, and that's the exact post that sent the internet spiraling.
And when God gets ready to make you a great woman, you'll know he's gonna make you great by how you suffer. The greater the glory, the more intense the story. Because you can't get this all out of a book.
The timing couldn't have been worse. This all popped off right after Travis signed that massive rookie contract, and instantly the whispers started. Folks saying Lanny had already secured the bag and was plotting her exit. That's when the internet turned on her. What she tried to make a vulnerable, emotional post got flipped into proof she wasn't even happy with Travis in the first place. Suddenly, football wasn't the focus anymore. The spotlight shifted straight to Lanny, and people wanted answers. Who really is she, and why do so many believe she's the one pulling all the strings in this relationship? And let's be real, Lanny's no stranger to going viral. We've all seen those old clips floating around of the dancing, the flirty energy, the messy little glimpses from past relationships. Fans have been dissecting her every move since the day she went public with Travis. And there's one clip that refuses to die down, a video of Lanny in the kitchen cooking for another man.
Them same tats, too.
A eater! Ain't no way.
3 years ago, they've been together for 5 years. That's that same tat. Yeah, my boy in that bitch putting her to work.
Ain't no way.
The kicker, that was only 3 years ago, while she and Travis have supposedly been locked in for 5. Ain't no way people were gonna let that slide. It's exactly why her past keeps getting dragged into the spotlight and why that 1 year age gap has the internet debating nonstop. Travis is just 22, stepping into the NFL with fresh money and fresh fame, while Lanny's 23, moving like she's been through a whole chapter already. Some fans clown Travis saying he just landed his first baddie and can't let her go, while others flip it saying Lanny hit her 30s and decided it was time to settle down. Again, not my words, but that's how people are spinning it online. The chatter got so loud that even bloggers and commentators had to weigh in. Tasha K herself spoke on their wedding, and the convo it sparked was wild. Clips like that fuel the narrative that their relationship is uneven. Travis is the rookie with new money, while Lanny's older, sharper, and moving like she knows the exact playbook for situations like this. Some fans even go as far as calling Travis the mark, like he doesn't realize he might just be her ticket to financial freedom. And to his mom, Ferrante, that's exactly the type of talk that makes her see red. And this is where Deion Sanders steps in, because he wasn't just Travis's college coach. He's someone who's lived through messy relationships himself, and he knows exactly how fast money can flip love into chaos.
I've been said that.
I think he done got married on us and ain't told nobody.
Nah, not yet.
Not yet. I like it. Cause I'm gonna do your prenup for you. It's gonna be about this thick. And this is gonna be the cover of it. The little engine and cooler. Yeah, for real.
If anybody knows how brutal love and money can get, it's Deion Sanders. He's been down that road more than once, first with Carolyn Chambers, then later with Pilar Biggers, and both of those marriages ended in messy, very public divorces. So when Deion dropped some game on Travis about protecting himself, people knew it wasn't coming from hate. It was coming from experience. Deion had already told him straight up, get a prenup. And coming from a Hall of Famer who's seen millions come and go, that's advice most folks would take deadly serious. And Deion wasn't sneaky about it either. He made it clear for everyone to hear. He flat out admitted he was working on a prenup for Travis, almost like he was saying, don't repeat my mistakes. But instead of soaking that in, Travis brushed it off and doubled down on defending Lanny.
You taking the pads off and kind of leaving the field.
I'm on the sideline like 7 to 8 plays. Coach like, they need me to get in. So he looked like, yo, I'm like, Coach, man, my ankle can't get in. He like, what? Yo, get the out of here, you done. But more in an aggressive tone. So at that time, it's like, man, I don't even want to wear your uniform, your logos. Just put it down and walked out. But on walking out, 60,000 people getting excited. So, you know, I got too sexy for my shirt and all.
The more people tried to warn him, the harder he pushed back, almost like he was trying to prove something to the world, that his love was untouchable no matter what anybody else said. But that's where it got risky. Because when you ignore red flags from both your coach and your mom, it starts to look like you're shutting out the very people who actually want the best for you. Deion's advice was one thing, but when the warning came from Ferrante Edmonds, the woman who literally built Travis's foundation, fans couldn't ignore it anymore. Ferrante has been locked in with Travis since day one. She moved states just so he could play high school ball, gave up her own dreams so he could chase football, and even helped manage his NIL bag back in college. Travis was so grateful he bought her a house to say thank you. So when she speaks, people listen because her words carry weight. That's why when the FaceTime story leaked, it shook the internet. Folks said Ferrante didn't hold back, that she looked her son in the eye and told him straight, she hates you.
I noticed, Jasmine, I need to play that video one more time. Did you notice? Did y'all see anybody her color in that video? Pan the camera. Pan the camera. You receive. First of all, it looked like a funeral. It looked like a funeral. She was the only white woman there in a white dress. Not a virgin. I mean, he in white, but you can't even see his head and his whole white tux. He's so black, he blend in with everybody else.
And she didn't stop there. She warned him that Lanny could wreck everything he's been grinding for since he was a kid. And to a lot of fans, this didn't look like some jealous mom overstepping her boundaries. This looked like a mother sounding the alarm before her son threw away a $46 million rookie deal and the future of his career. But instead of siding with her, Travis clapped back. I mean, the way he did it left everyone stunned. Travis didn't hold back. He allegedly told his mom straight up to stay out of it and made it crystal clear that nobody, not even family, was going to come between him and his wife. That one reaction split the internet right down the middle. Some folks said, of course he's going to defend his wife. That's what a real husband is supposed to do. But others felt like Ferrante's fears were already playing out. that Lanny had way too much control over him this early in the game. And Travis doubled down in public too. He openly said his wife had been dragged nonstop online and didn't deserve the hate. To him, it was about protecting her peace at all costs. But to his critics, it looked like he was willing to put his career, his reputation, and even his mom second, all just to prove a point. And that's where the conversation hit a deeper nerve, because NFL fans have seen this movie before and it almost never ends with a happy ending. Look back, Patrick Mahomes had to deal with his family becoming a running distraction on the sidelines. Antonio Brown's whole career collapse turned into a circus because of personal drama spilling into the spotlight. Even Russell Wilson at one point was getting more headlines for his marriage than for his actual game on the field. So when people see Travis, just 22 years old, fresh in the league, already battling gossip about his wife, beef with his mom, and ignoring Deion Sanders' advice, they can't help but wonder if he's setting himself up for the same messy road. And the scariest part? Travis hasn't even played a full season yet, but his marriage is already trending more than his stats. Once the public paints you as the player distracted by drama, that image sticks. And it's hard to shake off.
I was not prepared for this.
It's kind of hard to be prepared for this.
Yeah. At such a young age, we were in love, and I loved him with all of my heart. But, I didn't expect it to skyrocket this soon and us kind of just be thrown into the fire like this.
Yeah, that's a perfect way to put it, being thrown in the fire.
Just when it seemed like it couldn't get any messier, the internet cranked things up even more, recycling that fake $40 million divorce settlement rumor and blasting it everywhere again. The trolling got brutal. Travis's socials were flooded with people calling Lanny a gold digger, saying she was plotting on his rookie deal, and clowning her crying TikTok by turning it into endless memes. It got so toxic that Travis didn't clap back this time. Instead, he did the only thing he thought would protect her. He shut down completely, wiping his socials clean and going ghost on everybody. When Travis went ghost, the silence just made the internet louder.
You guys are not going to be laughing anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
for sure.
he deactivated his social media.
Yeah, for sure.
His girl doesn't know how to shut up, which, that's where you draw the line when you first start your relationship. It's like, don't make me look dumb. But, like, if she's the boss bitch and the alpha woman in the relationship, then he can't really do anything at this point.
Sometimes, as a man, you got to know that you're also the cat.
Fans started speculating like crazy. Some swore he was plotting a big comeback move on the field, while others insisted it was proof that Lanny had him on lockdown behind the scenes. And since he wasn't online to clear anything up, the trolls ran wild with their own narratives. Memes popped up nonstop, people comparing him to other athletes who lost focus because of relationships, saying stuff like first season, already benched by his wife. Others even joked that his rookie deal wasn't his anymore, that Lanny was the one holding the contract now. The joke stung, but the serious side of it was even worse. People started questioning if his head was still in the game at all. And that's when the conversation shifted again. It wasn't just about Travis and Lanny anymore. Fans started debating whether young athletes, especially ones with huge rookie deals, should even be getting married so early in their careers. Commentators pointed out that distractions off the field can cost players millions in the long run, and Travis was now the perfect example of how fast the narrative can flip. But not everyone was clowning him. Some fans defended Travis, saying he was doing what a man is supposed to do, stand 10 toes down for his wife even if the world is against them. Others argued that the hate toward Lanny was out of pocket, calling it unfair how she was being dragged for every little thing from her past. It created this huge divide online, one side calling her a red flag, the other side saying she's just being scapegoated because she's married to a rising star. Either way, the damage was already done. Travis Hunter's rookie year wasn't just about proving himself in the NFL anymore. It had turned into a test of whether he could hold his personal life together while carrying the weight of a $46 million contract, a worried mom, and a wife the internet refuses to let breathe. And just when people thought the storm might calm down, it got even wilder. Screenshots started floating around claiming to show DMs between Lanny and another man. Now, whether they were real or fake didn't even matter. The internet treated them like gospel. Within hours, folks were already spinning the story that Travis was being played while defending her nonstop. The so-called DMs showed flirty messages and even hints about meeting up. Trolls pounced immediately saying, "See, this is why his mom tried to warn him." Even though nothing was confirmed, the whispers stuck, because that's how it always goes. The rumor spreads faster than the truth ever could, and the fact that Travis had just wiped his socials only made it look more suspicious, like he was hiding to avoid the smoke. Meanwhile, fans started pulling receipts from old interviews where Lanny talked about relationships, using her own words against her. Bloggers dug up past photos, TikToks, even clips of her dancing, and every little thing got recast as evidence she wasn't loyal. It turned into a full-blown online trial, and the jury was ruthless. But here's the twist. Not everyone bought into the cheating rumors. Some fans argued it was all clout chasing, that people were just piling on because it was trendy to hate on her. They pointed out that fake screenshots have been used before to stir up drama, and with Travis's name hotter than ever, it was the perfect time for trolls to strike. Still, the damage was already spreading. Commentators started warning that if Travis couldn't get a grip on the off-field noise, it could derail his focus before his career even really started. One analyst even said, "The NFL eats distractions alive. If Travis doesn't separate the game from the gossip, he won't last long." Now, the question everybody's asking isn't just about whether Lanny's loyal, it's whether Travis can survive the circus that's building around him before it swallows his career whole. When Travis logged off, it blew up so big that even podcasts were talking about it, saying he had straight up deactivated all his socials. Some fans actually gave him props for it, saying he was protecting his wife and keeping his focus on football. But let's be real. For a lot of people, it only made things look worse. In today's world, silence doesn't kill a rumor, it feeds it. And Travis going ghost just made folks believe every messy headline even more. The internet debate got wild, and the comments told the whole story. One fan wrote, "My issue with Travis Hunter is that he refuses to listen to wise people like his college coach, Deion Sanders. If he won't listen to a seasoned man like that, he won't listen to anyone." Another fan joked, "That boy was warned by 70% of America, 30% of Africa, 20% of Asia, and 50% of Europe. The whole world warned him, and he still said he knows better." The clowning was relentless. Yet people even started calling him the biggest fumbler ever, saying Travis might be the first man to get the entire internet to agree on something, and still drop the ball. Of course, not every comment was dragging him. A few fans tried to set things straight, pointing out that the $40 million settlement talk wasn't even possible. They explained, "She can't file for divorce under a year of marriage. The most she could go for is an annulment. $40 million? That's ridiculous." But none of that stopped the bigger problem. Travis Hunter is stepping into the NFL with people talking way more about his marriage than his actual game. His mom, Ferrante Edmonds, has already gone on record saying she thinks the relationship could ruin everything he's worked for. Deion Sanders, who's lived through all the drama himself, tried to warn him to protect his bag, and fans across the world keep screaming the same thing. Travis is brushing off every single red flag. The scary truth? No matter how many times he claps back or shuts down his socials, the spotlight isn't moving. His career hasn't even officially started yet, and the cracks are already showing. So before you dip, make sure you smash that like button if you're riding with us, tap subscribe if you're a real one, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single messy update. Trust me, you're going to want to be here for the next video.